And good afternoon, folks. It's time for more Shenzhen I. And last time we played, it took a while, but we finally got the maintenance robot. It went, well, fairly well compared to others, I guess. Now we're at the remote kill switch. And we can always do the others. It's not a big deal. All right. So we gotta do a remote kill switch for robots. We'll see how well this goes. So right now we have a signal that comes in. A bit like the other project, we're gonna have to take a signal in. So power 0, power 1. Power 2. Maybe Gnaffle. Maybe. Or simple if we ever finish this. Power 0, power 1, and power 2 are simple outputs connected to a high power switch that controls industrial equipment. When a data packet is received over the radio, read it and execute the corresponding command in the following table. So -1 is do nothing. 0 is power off. Read another value and turn off that output. 1 is power on. Read another value and turn on that output. And when we have 5 time units without receiving a data packet, we shut everything off. So, what do we have here? So, first is -999, that gives nothing. It does nothing. 1, but there's no other data packet, so that does nothing. Another 1, another 1, another 1. Now we have 2 together. So, when 1, which is power on, we power on number 1, which is power 1. So, power on is turned on. And then another 1, but that other 1 does nothing. And then -999, then another power on, but that's number 2 right after. So we power on 2, and then we shut off 2. Fair enough. Now remember, power 1 is still on. Now I'm thinking maybe we should get one of these, since it's all 1 and 0s. By 1 and 0s, I mean 100 and 0. And this works well with that. Let's make it look more. There we go. Look how clean that looks. It's not going to look like that by the end. Actually. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Then we got -1, -1, -1, -1 does nothing. Oh, wait a minute. These are not 1s, they're -1s. That's why there was no action. Could have made the minus a bit more visible, though. Or maybe I just need new eyes. Regardless, -1, -1, do nothing, do nothing. IO has a small problem. What if you are already outputting power to 2 and have to power to 1, 2? I don't think that's a problem, because if I remember well, like you could go move 1011 to x1, sleep 1, and that would activate all 3, right? Yeah, see? It activates all 3. So if we wanted to just activate 2, see, now we have 2 activated. Alright, so let us continue. Everything's working well. Activate 0, turned on. Activate 2, turned on. -1, -1, nothing. Everything cuts off. What about outputting 100 and then 101? You won't get both that way. Why wouldn't you do 101 though? We'd have to find a way where let's say, we'll put that down for now. Let's say we receive an input from this, and it tells us like we would have to check for the first because I think the box here will work. Like, what if we move x0 to that? And we sleep 1. Well, what does it do? Let's see. I just want to see when it... Like, what if we do it where if it's 1, if that is 1, and then we add another 1, well, the only way to, like, once it's activated, okay, it only shuts off when there's a 2, or is it a 0? Yeah, a 0. It only shuts off if it's a 0, then a number. Like, what if we move the dat to x3? No, that wouldn't work. Unless we move the ACC to x3. Well, let's see. Also, we need the program to count when there's 6 instances of 999, then we cut off everything. But let's do this first, and then we'll... So we move the X0 to dat. What do we want to check on that? If it's equal to 1, then what? We'd have to check the second input. How would we check the second input though? Can move ACC if you add and subtract the ports to the ACC. Good news, you don't actually need to store. Yeah, we don't need to store. It's basically waiting till we get a 1 or a 0. The rest is like not important unless it's 5 in a row, but we can probably have something like every time there's a 999, add 1 to like another box or whatever, and if it reaches 6, you cut it off. Is it 6 or 5? 5 or more, so more than 5. Yeah, we'll add a second chip after. Whatever, let's put that for now. Yeah, well, actually, it could be this. Well, it's probably this, because if we need to wait till something happens, then... Have the chip hand over the input of the large. Have the chip hand over the input to the large chip. Pretty sure that's not what you're asking me, but... Okay, so we want to check if it's lesser than... 998, I guess. If it's lesser than 998, then we send a tick to the box. Oh, okay. Okay, I get what you mean. Yeah, we could do that. Yeah, definitely. So we move the X0 to the ACC, then we check TEQ if it's 999. Ah. Well, do we need to move it to the ACC? No. Check if it's 999. We might have a problem. Yeah, that's what I was about to say. So we're gonna have to do it the other way. Or it's like this. Have you gone decent at this? No. No, not at all. Send help. Send lots of help. Remove that. Alright, so we're gonna send move X1 into DAT. Now we check if DAT is less than 998. If it is, move 100 to X0. If it's not, then operation happens. Well, we don't really need 0 or whatever for now. Now if it receives 100, what do you call it? SLX X0. Check if it's 100. If it is, add 1. We check if the ACC is equal to 6. Then we send the signal back. output 1. I think that would work, right? Ah, wait. There is something we need to do, though. Because we have no way to reset the ACC. What if that... If it's not move 1 to x0. See, the small chip can do the outputting if you make the large chip the clock. We're pretty short on because this is pretty complicated. We could use 2 big chips. Okay, so it does work. The concept works of what we want to do. But what exactly, how do we write this? We got the kill switch. Kill switch is here. What if we TEQ X0 100? Move 0 through X3. Let's see. Part not sleeping. Okay, so it does work. Well, actually, we'll see if it works. Move cat. Give me a second there, cat. Move 100 to x3. We just want to check if it works. Well, it almost works. Good cat. Alright, so you've used half of your, well, not really. This is not clock related. This is more of the input related. And well, okay, so because it's not really that complicated. It's just if it's that, do that. If it's not, do something else. My question is, why is it delayed though? What if I tech 5? Okay, so 5 works. Alright, so that could stay at the end, no problem. Unless we won't see the difference, but let's say we do other actions like tech x1 for, I don't know, 50, tech x2. I'm just checking things out here, see if the operations are gonna cause a problem. No, they shouldn't. No, I just wanted to see if that would block on read if it was at the bottom, but it doesn't seem like it. Alright, so back to the question at hand here. If it's not 998, then what? Because this is the clock, really, here and here, so 5 lines of code plus to this, but that's irrelevant. If the dat because -1 is not important. Doesn't seem to be important. Doesn't do anything. It's only there to cut the -999. So what if we check if dat is 1? If it is, then what? Then what? Yeah, that's what I meant. So once 1 is activated, the next one activates where we want the power to go. So if it was 1, it would be 10. If it was 2, it would be 100. And if it was 0, it would be 1. I've got, let's see. Well, this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 empty lines of code. We got 6 inputs. But we need to check like, how do we check the next one right after? Yeah, you need to check and change. How would we be able to if it's 1, how do we do the value is 1, 1. Value is 2, 1. It's non-blocking. Yeah, compare. Compare might work if it's not 0. No, if it is 0, something needs to happen. No, that wouldn't work then. Because 0 something happens, and 2 something happens. No, 0 and 1 something happens. -1 something doesn't happen. Because compare, if it's equal, it does nothing, and we don't want that. TCP after you have the 1 or the 2. Yeah, but 1 or 2 is only happening after the 1 or the 0. Like, it's either 1 or 0. What if... Give me a second here. Like if it's -1, clear it out. What if no, that wouldn't work. Like if it's lesser than 0, clear that. If not, do something. Do an action. Would that work? No, that wouldn't work. What if we send that to another box? And then it'll tell you like you have another box. If it's 1 or 0, send it to this, and then send the other code. Yeah, but the problem was we couldn't use the clock. I mean, this is not a problem. This works. It's this that does not... We can't find the problem here, how to output it. This is 100% working. If there's 5, it cuts off. Done. We could use this as a clock. It's not an issue. I want to know how, when it activates, and then you have this outputting a certain number. It's like if it's 1, do this. If it's 0, take it away on that area. Well, if you have something better to than 5 lines, go ahead. I mean, it's not rocket science here. I'm not omitting your ideas. I'm just saying this is working. If you have something better, go for it. Because we can always put notes here. Done it before. Just put notes everywhere. But doesn't change the problem here, which is, well, let's check the notepad and the notes. Maybe there's an operation I don't know. TCP, TLT, TGT, TEQ, DST. Set the digit of an ACC specified first operand to the value of the second operand. You know, we could use that. You know, we could use that. As in, if it's 1, you put the DST like if the DST is set the, oh, sorry about that. How does DST work though? Okay, so if we do 0 and 1, would that make it go to 1? Okay. 100. No, actually, no, that's false. What if we do 1, 1? That would make it 10, right? Yes. And if we make it 2, that makes 100. Ah, that could work. That could work. So if it's 1, then we DSTX 1. What is 1 again? Okay, yeah, so it's 1. So x1, 1. Yeah, I know, Kev. Me try to be smart? Yes? So, if that is 1, would that work? Oh yeah, we move ACC to X3. Oh shit, it's actually working. Okay, what about check if that is 0? DST X1 0? Okay. that work? No, that won't work. Right. Oh, not that. ACC. Oh my god, we actually did it in like, oh, well, an hour. That's fair enough. We actually got it, guys. Holy shit. Alright, so control router important. These XBus inputs are blocking. So we'll need to connect all inputs so they can be read at once simultaneously. Whoa. You know what? Let's do it. No, let's do this one. Smart grid control router. Meter in and meter out are XBus inputs and outputs that connect to this node's building smart grid power meter. What the hell does that even mean? What the Now I imagine we'll use these little gimmicks. Lower in and lower. Okay. Let's go through it one at a time. By the way, check page 27. That thing in the middle. Thank you. Page 27 is music. Probably not that. It's page 30. It stores a unique identification value that can be read over industry standard XBus. Hardened against reversed engineering, radiation, and electromagnetic pulse weapons. Okay. Okay. There's a read here and there's a read there. The hell is that even to? Whatever. It can store a value. That's all we need to know. Okay, so meter in and meter out. XBus inputs meter in, meter out. Are XBus inputs and outputs that connect this node to a building's smart grid power meter. Right. Lower in and lower out are XBus inputs and outputs that connect to this node. Lower in and lower out are X-bus inputs and outputs that connect this node to a node with a lower ID number. Okay, so here's what I think is going to happen. We need to connect all three of these bad boys to this, and that'll connect to this. Of course, that doesn't work, but making a trident here. Well, that looks more like a trident. The first value in a data packet is the ID number of the destination and indicates how the packet should be handled. If the ID is smaller than the meter ID, then you transmit the packet to the lower node. If it's equal to the meter, and if it's higher, to the higher out. The local ID number of the node is stored in a secure identity chip that can be read as an X-bus input. The second value in a data packet is the length of the rest of the data packet. Seems simple enough, right? So clearly we're going to need this, and maybe this. Just like 20 of them. But seriously though, I think we're going to need 2 of them. This is very important. So what I think I need to do then again, I could just have it like maybe just one and have like this one connected to that, and then you connect one there and you connect the other there. Maybe. You need 0 of them. Oh, guess I don't. Could this work? Let's make it cute. Could also use a smaller one. Move the lock chip. Oh, we can. Yeah, why couldn't we move the lock chip? No, we can leave it there for now. The middle thing is a number. Okay. Oh. So we need to take this in and output it immediately to the other thing. Would that work? How? Yeah, you're right. You are right. Yeah, I just realized that if they're gonna be spaced like that, we don't really need. And I imagine it's the same for this, right? Well, actually, no. I think this needs to be separated, right? That would have been cool. You are correct. Very correct. This does take me out of my comfort zone, that's for sure. Sorry about that. Yeah, we could use this if we have enough code. Well, if you remember the first stream, I wasn't too good at solitaire. Alright, so how exactly are we going to pull this off? So the input comes in. What do we do with it? What if we compare? Would compare work though? Like, what exactly am I doing here? Because this just receives the signal and sends it out. Seems a bit... like we could always have two of them plugged here. I just want to see something. Receives the number, sends it out, compare the two numbers, and if it's... then you send it out. Is this crazy? Have I gone insane? Like all it needs to do is that, right? Compare x1 to p0. If it's higher, move wait a second. I need an SLX. Okay. It's brilliant, bug guy. Not on that one. Yeah, since it's a one-time thing, we always want it active. But it won't be an SLX for this, yeah, I guess. Wait a second, what if we move P0 into DAT? X1. Compare x1 to dat. What if we have a jump where we have a cycle. Now, would that work? Because you want to move the lower in X amount of times, the second number exactly. Because it's compared. Compare this to the lock. Then second number is your number of numbers afterwards that you need to move. So 4, this is 5, 4, 4, 3, 5, 4, you know. Store the second number in the ACC and output it towards the destination. Yeah. I mean, the number... Yeah, let's do the loop first. Loop would be move what though? Yeah, sure, we're moving, but where? Like, we could make it in a way where if it's higher, then ACC is 1. If it's lower, ACC is -1. And if it's equal, ACC is 0. And from there, we output to those specific numbers. 1 would be higher out, 0 meter out, and lower -1 would be lower out. If it's 1, Yeah. How would we repeat an operation now? Would that work? No, because if it's 0, we want it to input at meter out. Why use ACC for that? Because we use that for this. We use that for the compare. I mean, we could always not use that for the compare. Also adding and subbing. It only works on ECC. Yeah, I need to loop. C0. We also need to reset the ACC at 0 by the end. So how can we do that? Well, first off, let's see if it actually works. So let's put sleep 1. Huh. It only outputs 100. Well, that's a problem. And we can't really store numbers. It doesn't really matter. Doesn't matter though. No, it has to be sent out at the same time. Doesn't matter though. Input is always 0 or positive. This allows you to use negative numbers for your own purposes. Okay. Negative numbers as your own purpose. Trying to see how can I get that to work? Well, first off, let's deal with this. It's not working. Why is this not working? Okay. Okay, so this can't be Okay, so that's the only way we can get the full number. Yeah, simple is only 1 and 0 to 100. Okay. We'll get rid of that. Get out of here. So how are we going to do this? What is more fun? Next question. Seems like a cop-out, but... I think there is any MC3000. There's a 4000X and MC300X, but what is that going to do compared to that? This box has the same number of X buses, so. Oh yeah, you're right. You are correct. So how are we going to do this? Let's plop down some notes. Oh, wait a second. Give me a second. What do you mean Golden Axe was a cop-out? Golden Axe was finished fair and square. How could you even dare say anything about Golden Axe? That was a perfect victory. Look how cute that looks. Is that gonna be enough room though? Imagine I need to SLX. And I imagine it's the same thing as one or the other. I mean, they must come in at the same time, so if we compare x0 to x1, if it's... Yeah, but what do we do? If it is No, I'm not. I'm not a speedrunner, guys. I'm just a casual player. Come on now. Like, if it is, what happens? And if it's not? And if it's the middle? Okay. What if? Export. Oh, damn. That means we can't use the ACC. So we'd have to use a big box. Aesthetics. Alright, so we wait for that. Store. Compare that to x2 if it is, if it's not. Da, 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 da. And then what? What if this might sound crazy? Move ACC to P1. Huh, but how do we move all the code? Towards X3. We'd have to move that first. That work? And we would need that to loop, right? Because if we just sleep, then it'll just send this, right? Which we don't want. Because I'm sure we're going to have a packet where it's going to be like 20. Just the game so it doesn't, so you can't trick it by going move 1 like 7 times. SLX is the only sleep you need. Oh? Really? So would that work? Well, actually we don't really do anything. Let's just move X1 to whatever, ACC or DAT. Sleep 1. Okay, so move P1 into ACC. Do we need to move X1 into DAT? Or check if ACC is at 1. Check if ACC is at 0. Wait a second. We can probably save a few lines here. Then no, that won't work. And TQ ACC -1. Correct, sir. And move X1 to X3. X1 to X0. Would that work? I mean, I could actually put a TCP and save one line. Yeah, let's do that. If it's at 0, would that work? Seems overly simple. Oh. What is the ACC -5? Also, we need to reset the Will that work? We're blocked. Why? Why does this not work? Why does that not work? Sub 1? Okay. Wait. Why am I not receiving the -1 here? Unless I need to reset it here. No. No, because it's not stored in my ACC. So what's the problem? Ah. That's the problem. Simple input can't be negative. Ah, okay. Well, that. Oh, jeez, did not want to do that. That we can change that though. Add 2. And oh shoot. Well, we can always. If it's not 1. I know. If it's not 1, then it's negative, so it goes down to x2. If it's 1, then it's higher, then it goes x0. And if it's negative, then it's 0, and then it goes to meter out. Okay, let's try that. Why does it switch there? Okay, I see the problem. I see the problem. We need to have a loop. Because right now, it is comparing that to x2. x2, which is this whole bunch of numbers, not just the first one. So it has to compare with the first number and then move to something else where it stops comparing. Problem is, we don't want it to loop to infinity. Maybe I'm doing something wrong then. Because when I see 3 points there, that means someone's being impatient. Have ACC start at 50. Okay. mistake there. Clearly I'm not doing something right here. What am I doing wrong here? Also, what did that change at all? Because it wasn't the 1 and 0 that was the problem, or 1 and 2 that was the problem. It's that the compares. The number compares with the rest of the numbers when we just want it to be the first one. Compares for the first, then it checks how many times it needs to loop, then the numbers. Having 50 or having 0 here. I don't see why. That wasn't the problem. Block here. Well, let's see. Come in, get the number. Now, why is 300 causing a problem? If we move 1, will that save the day? No, that wouldn't. Chips aren't synced. Yes, that's right. So what could we do to sync them? Well, we don't need this. Maybe that's what's causing the problem. Oh, no, never mind. Wait, how is that not? We're not even using the ACC. How did that fix everything? No, there's something definitely not right here. We're waiting for the number. We're moving 50 in. The move ACC overwrites your port selection on the second chip. Yeah, but the port selection's bad if we don't even have it. It's good if we do have it, which makes this something we're not doing right, but what is it? Maybe because I don't have it at the right area. No? No, that's what it should be, right? No. 50 is neutral. If it's above, it's 100. If it's above 100, we move to X2. What? X2. If it's below 50, and then that. Except it doesn't, because we're still stuck. And we're stuck because we're comparing the second numbers with the chip. And we don't want that. What if we store the second number in the ACC? Problem is that will probably eat my input, so I'll have to put it in again and then have this loop check if it's at 0. If it's not, loop, jump to loop. Would that work? Oh my God! We did it! We did it! Again! Oh my God, how many are there? I'm never getting out of here. Let's play some solitaire. So that was pretty tough, to be honest. This game is really rough, at least for me. No, not solitaire. Well, then again, solitaire is also pretty rough. Well, now. I gotta be sure what I'm doing here. If I liberate that, open up the 3 to the 2. Then I open up... what exactly? Nothing. I open up an 8, which I don't really need. Well, I can move a 7. Open up red 2. Opens up the 9. We can move the 9 with that. Opens up the 5. What the hell is that? Oh, I think it's a 1. Is it a 1? I think so. If I can free up the 5, we'll be able to... get the blacks out, but how? If I move the 7 there, 4, 5, free up the ace, get the 2 out, then I got more room. Right. And I can just move this out, that out, then I clear out 3. Okay. Now then, how do we approach this. Move this out, put the 3, 6 we can put there, liberate that, move the 9 out. Pull the 9 out here, move the 6, 7. We did it! Playthrough completed. Finally, we've ended Shenzhen I. Oh no. No, we haven't. Well, you know what? Let's keep going. I'm still raring to go. Actually, not really, but I want to get this done. Alright, so, where's this one? Oh, okay, right. Pocket I Ching Oracle. Alright. I have no idea what this is. Read the email, by the way. Sorry about that. Which email? There's a lot of emails that I haven't read. Alright, so have you ever noticed the I Ching? I'm not even sure that's how you say it. Sometimes known in the West as the Book of Changes, is experiencing a resurgence in popularity lately. For the benefit of those out of the loop, let me briefly explain. A hexagram is a set of 6 lines where each line is either solid or broken, with a total of 64 possible combinations. There is obviously much more to it, but I don't want to get into it too deeply. I've been studying the system for a while now, but I wish there was a quicker way to generate hexagrams. Okay. The solitaire one. Where's the solitaire one? Right. Well, it's good email, Neffel. I'm glad I read it. Definitely worth. Oracle Master. What the? Ah, yes, but of course. Button and Oracle are simple inputs connected to a MEMS-based Oracle engine. Now that is in our book, a booklet. I think it's somewhere around here. I remember seeing the MEMS. Guess it's not in the booklet. Or if it is, I don't know where it is. I didn't see it, so it's not here. Page 29. That's the math coprocessor. Probably not that. Oh, Oracle Engine. Is that it? Page 31. Generates an I Ching hexagram represented as a stream of 6 digital values over 6 time units. Starting with the lowermost line, a value of 100 corresponds to a solid line, and a value of 0 corresponds to a broken line. Okay, that seems simple enough. Display is a display output corresponding to a custom LCD screen designed to visualize I Ching hex. What the hell is an I Ching? Where's ass? I need my Chinese translation here. When a button is pushed in the Oracle Engine, it will generate 6 values corresponding to the 6 lines of an I Ching hexagram, bottom to top. When the final value is generated, the display should be updated to match. Well, it has 6 ports. Okay. Oh, really? I Ka-ching? So a button is pressed. Click. And that shoots out hundreds. Okay. Like, I feel... I feel like it's fairly simple. Like, simple like that. And, you know, just have... sorry about that. Let's have something like this. Like something dumb like that. Or, no. I just want to see something move. 100 to X3. Sleep 1. Ah, I see. It's trickier than it looks. Basically, when the button is pressed, the inputs come in. But we gotta wait till all the inputs come in, and then we output it to our Oracle master. Right? So how do we do this? Does it always wait 6 time units? The button basically starts the generation of... Yeah. So, how exactly are we going to do this? Like, I wonder if we should use one of these. Seems a bit much, though. But if wait a minute. Problem with DST is it only works with ACC. So we can't have it for all 3 here. All 6. It's actually trickier than it looks. How could we pull this off? It's yeah, we're gonna have a Tech 100. if it's 100, like it needs to add 6. I mean, what if we use this? Like, it comes in, like it's 100, 0, 100, 0, and then you shoot them out. Would that work? Boy, that won't work. No. No, that's the thing. It won't work. Well, wait, won't it work? I got a DST. Yeah, same, but like we gotta find out how this works before adding. Like we can add 20 chips if we wanted, you know. Doesn't get your ass in there. Part not on board. If you're not on board, get out. You know? Like we could now. Like I feel like the button's irrelevant. No, it's not irrelevant because here's what happens, okay? Here's what happens. We receive the button press. The second it is pressed, the first number we receive from P0 is here. Second number is here. Third number, but it's all by 1, so this would be 100 for 6, 100 for 5, 0 for 4, 100, 0, 100 for 1. And then we output it. Like, we would have to... I think it's a DST. I feel like we need like two boxes, or maybe just one box, but no, we're gonna need 2 areas for the ACC. Yeah, Tech P1 for 100. That's going to activate our countdown, basically. But how are we going to do this? We'd have to do it in a way where, let's say, first number comes in, and it is a DST. No, if it's 100, if P0 is 100, DST. It's the wrong board. If P0 is at 100, DST 0 at 1. And then we sleep 1. And then we check if P0 is at 100. Then we DST 1 with 1. And then we do a check. Oh no, we gotta sleep 1 again. Check P0 is at 100. If it is, DST 2 1. And then we need to move we need to sleep again. Actually, what's stopping you? Let me read that again. What's stopping you from DST POSL repeating 6 times with a move to ACC the other expander first? Because the first numbers that come in are the ones at the bottom. Run out of room here. What's stopping you from doing a DS2P0? Why P0? Because it's 100. It's not 1. I think what needs to happen is when this is done, it needs to output the display. From what I understood. Notice when it goes at 100 right here, that's when the display starts. Okay. So we check if button is pressed. Tech P1. Upon press, you DST the first 3 and put that in your DST. In your DAT. But how am I gonna do that? 'Cause it's within 6 seconds, so I can't really DST it before it happens. Like it's not an X bus where we get all the numbers. It's 1 second, 2 seconds, 3 seconds, 4 seconds, 5 seconds, and 6. Like, I have no problem, you know, just like this is what more or less. Like, why do I have a? Do we need? Like the way we're doing it. Do we need to check if the button is on? Because we're going through 6 cycles. Ah, yes. But if it's not pressed, well, then we just sleep. Like, we can have all this on plus. I'm just checking this out here. Ah, no. Do I have 15 lines? No. Do I have 15 lines? I think I have 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 14 lines. I can't count. 14 lines. Jesus Christ. Math 101. Whew. No, the reason why we need that Tech 100 is for this exactly. That would output ACC not work here. Because I don't have 6 numbers. Right. How are we gonna do this? Like, I like the idea that our DST will store the number to the ACC. What if we start with this? What if we start with this? Wait a minute. Store numbers in RAM, then DST. You can't DST the P0 input because it only takes numbers below 10. Store numbers in RAM. Okay. I remember storing took a lot of time though. That took a lot of space. Yeah, exactly. That's why when you were saying P0, DST P01, that would not work, or DST2 P0, that would not work. What if you have the small chip doing the interpreting? Okay. What exactly should it do, though? Running out of room here. Would not work either. Yeah, that could work. Let's see. So how could we put it in a way where it's not super obnoxious? Well, let's see. First off, move 6 to ACC. Check if P0 is at 100. If it is at 100, sub 1, and then jump. Do we jump? Yes, multiple times S. Oh, S! We're doing I Ching. Do you know what that is? It's greater than 0. Jump to loot. Are we gonna have not enough room here? Wait, that won't work. Because it's only going to go down 1 AC when... No, we need the sub 1 much later than that. It's during the loop. We need that also during the loop. Sub 1. Check if greater than ACC 0. Well, it doesn't matter. I guess it doesn't matter. Well, I mean, move. P1 to X1, sleep 1, not enough it seems. I mean, it's not like we're short on space here. Alright. If it is at 0, jump in, I guess. That work? Would that work? Comes in. So we SLX here, X1. Check if it's 100. Click. Give me 6 ACC, and then we jump to the loop. We check if ACC is at 0. Of course it's not, it's at 6. We sub 1, we're down to 5. We move P1. Is that going to be 6 operations or 5 operations? No, I can just put 7. That's 6 operations. I will see if it works. If it's greater than 0, why even have the loop? Well, let's see. If it's at 100, yeah, I don't need this. And I don't need this. Would that work? Whatever, we're just gonna move X1 to dat and sleep on. That's a good idea, Gnaffle. That's a good idea. How are we going to do that, though? Also, I gotta change all my numbers now. Like, I could move P1 into dat, and then have a check if dat is 100, move 1 to X1. The problem is 0. Yeah, the only problem with TCP is we're going to have a fudge up here. Because if it's minus, it's going to jump loop. And if it's plus, it's not going to jump loop. I mean, we can always have jump loop. No, we still need jump loop. We can remove that. Doesn't matter. Actually, put that there. Move that. TCP P050, move 1 to X2, move 0 to X2. Would that work? Oh, P0, what am I doing? It's P1. Okay, that works. So now we're sending 1s and 0s through X1, which means what does it mean? What does it mean? We don't need to do a check, basically. All we need to do is DST DST1 X1 DST0 DST1 X1 wait a minute. Yeah, DST2 is the highest one. I think. Pretty sure that's that. Well, let's see. Uno momento. Zero's not kicking in. Why? Zero's not kicking in because it's not supposed to kick in. What am I doing? Dumbass. I don't think we're gonna have enough lines. We don't have enough lines. Shit! Oh. So that would work if we could send it out. Wait a minute. We don't need that final sleep, do we? Are you serious? Are we missing one line? I mean, we're repeating this What if we have a loop? Thing is, how do we make it repeat once? Actually, I'm not 100% sure I want to. Because the problem is, I think this is going to be a problem. Where the sleep is gonna end us. Because we want to loop on the first one, but not a second. We want to sleep on the first one, but not the second one. How can we pull that off? Oh, I know how. We have DGT. Okay. DGT, that's setting a number, right? Isolate the specified digit of the value. Okay. How's that going to help us? I mean, the sleeps are a problem. Are there a problem? Because we're just repeating the same action like 6 times. The fact that the sleep this annoys me. I'm so annoyed right now. We're so close. Are we so close though? That's also a problem. Can we even loop? Wait a minute. Move ACC to X3. He's waiting for X1. He sleeps for 3 units. Then he moves. Well, actually, he needs to store. Move X1 to ACC. Sleeps 3 units. Then moves X3. Moves ACC to X3. Would that work? We gotta move. No, okay, no. We got it. We got it. Okay. Shit. Yeah, it works if the small chip is at the bottom. Yeah. Oh, we're gonna sneak the small chip here. Okay. I mean, screw it, man. We're not here for money. need to sleep 3. It's backwards. I'm messing up here. All right, number comes in. Remove the upper one and connect it directly. Okay. So that would be X2 then, and the other one X3. We got it, but we don't got it. Why? Is it too slow? Ah. Oh baby, we did it again. Now this is our, I think our best stream yet. I got 3 today. Oh my god, this is a nightmare. Jeez. Well, I think we'll call it there for. I think we'll call it there for tonight. Yeah, that was rough, but we got through it. Jeez, that was rough. Thanks, Freeport. Appreciate it. What's the next one? What time is it? Okay, no, we should definitely stop. Card reader, money. Oh, I hate this. I hate this so much. Who knows? Maybe. Meat-based printer. Ew. Okay. Regardless, hope you guys enjoyed it, and yeah, have a good night. See ya.